Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2, where we are about to kill Ozheg the Slaughterer yet again. Ozheg, what do you think about that?
That's it.
He doesn't think we can do it. Let's do it. Let's select the guy. Yeah, we're gonna drink him. When I clicked on him right before starting the episode so that I could start with him selected, he was like, not gonna happen. And I thought that was, whatever. I thought it was gonna be better, but he had to screw that up too. That's just how he is. We probably don't have to manual this, but if we want to keep murdering afterward, we should manual this. Because I think if we auto-resolved, we would win here, but we might win while taking an awful lot of damage. And I see no reason to do that. We can get in here and smash them up. So there's not actually a lot of bulk to this army. It's largely cavalry. Like, I'm not really that afraid of these chariots. I'm going to be honest with you. I have never seen a chariot used well. Not by the AI, and certainly not by me. And then he's got some Savage Orc Boar Boy Biggins, which is an unreasonably long name for a unit that's really not that impressive. And they're not, like, bad. They're just, you know, they're big, they're boar boys, but more so. We have so many bodies that I think the plan here is probably going to be, we just, like, put our artillery and our range together in a little ball, and then wrap the rest of the army around them, and just make the greenskins come to us. Oh, you know what? I didn't think about it, but I'm pretty sure what we determined is that only the army that initiates the battle gets the trait for beating the Legendary Lord. So maybe I should have tried to do this in such a way as to make the other army lead the attack so that that guy could get the defeated Ozheg trait. Because Ungram already has it, doesn't he? I think so. Actually, I have no idea where we were when we fought Ozheg. It could be on anybody. But yeah, like, I don't expect these guys to actually be able to breach very much. I don't know a ton about squigs as units. Alright, so we got people coming in over here. This is kind of just, like, crappy terrain. I think I'm just gonna let's just plant our artillery over here by where the reinforcements are coming in so that they can come and join us easily. And then, like I said, we're gonna make our ranged in the center, and we're just gonna put our other units sort of around them in a ball, and the artillery is going to solve most of this. These guys here, like, you know, because they're going to try to flank us with the cavalry, right? You guys are facing the wrong way. There we go. It's a deep formation of dwarves. I'm a little worried about stacking them up too much because I don't want to have the problems we were having before with them not being able to figure out what their orders are. Because they're all tripping over each other's beards and whatnot. And then Ungram, you're like over here, and you're like over here, and then the other guys will come in. This will be fine. I should probably, like, command group my ranged units, at the very least. Okay, now we have a significant range advantage. Their artillery is going to have to come within firing range. Oh, dude, I forgot that we had gyrocopters. Hold on. Hold the phone. What are we even going to do with these guys? I guess there's no reason for them to really, like, run out. And they'll be most effective if we wait for the enemy to get close, because then they can drop bombs. So, I don't know. You get over here and be ready to fight. I guess you get over here, because Ungram's got that side. And we'll just grab all the ranged and put them over here. And then everybody else just kind of get in a big ball. I guess I shouldn't put the Slayers in the same place as the other dudes, but, like, we'll just continue the formation here. Slayers, get over here and be rear guard.
Don't skirmish!
Even more guns. And then there's some artillery, right? Yeah, we got an organ gun coming in. The organ gun can go right here. And some catapults or whatever. There we go. Oh, the goblobber projectiles are probably going to mess up these goblin siege crews pretty bad. That's a screwed up tactic, but I'll take it. You know, winning at any cost here. Did we bust up? No, it's just the crews got spooked. I thought we'd maybe broken a catapult already. Alright, so they're running their dudes around here. Oh, you know what? We actually have an answer to ranged chariots for the first time ever. There's no way they're faster than a gyrocopter, right? Gyrocopter is 105 speed, and their wolf archers are 102. Okay, so they're almost as fast. I'm gonna turn off guard mode on these guys. Why don't you dudes get over here? I think we got a job for you. You know what? Let's not even screw around. Just go straight for them. Are these are non-missile chariots. Alright, they're starting to get close. What on earth is this? Did I honestly give this order? Is this a thing that actually happened? That doesn't seem like me. The organ guns, I've screwed this up somehow. The organ guns should maybe be a little bit more... Like, hold on, where are they right now? I don't want them to move too much, but I do want them to turn. Oh, I see, they're just not all the way in position yet. Well, I want them to come in a little shifted anyway. They need to be turned a little bit. Looks like the catapult crew has already surrendered. I appreciate that. I don't know what happened here. These guys are in some trouble. They're gonna get squigged. What's the deal with the squigger? Let's pop over here. Give me some stats on this. So, not a lot of melee attack, not a lot of melee defense, but they have Rampage. Sorry, Rampage is not Frenzy. I was thinking Frenzy when I looked at that. Rampage just means they go nuts, and they like, stop paying attention to leadership, and they just, like, all in. And whenever an enemy is nearby, they have extra leadership. It's pretty... These guys don't seem that good, frankly. I don't know. I don't know what the recommended application of those is. Probably they're real good at eating the crew of a grudge thrower, though, I bet. Oh, this is totally a... Okay, hold on. One of you should shoot that guy. I assume that we will win these battles. Maybe not. There's not actually a lot of guns on these. Like, they're good guns, but they're not numerous. Also, these poor goblins are just getting torn up. Like, what are they supposed to do? I feel so bad for them. Oh, there goes the gun line. Yeah, we're not actually winning. Never mind. Changed my mind. Run. Just full aerial retreat. This isn't working at all. Yeah, the problem is there's not enough gyrocopters per unit. You know, there's like... A gyrocopter is way better than a wolf archer, but there's 80 wolf archers in that unit, and there's 4 gyrocopters. Okay, so... Let's give this a moment's consideration. Obviously, any one of our units is going to be the match for any one of their units in most cases. Here, with the Orc Boar Boys, I think that it maybe is not the case. I'm going to run a gyrocopter over here to give us a little bit more flank. It looks like they're not really making the move on our siege weapons quite as aggressively as I thought they would. Do we actually have to worry about them running in? They're not going to hit us with a full line. They don't have enough bodies left. So I guess we can start... Well, first of all, let's put a couple of guys on here. This is actually not really going that well for them. I guess these guys are probably taking some ranged fire. Just trying to figure out like how many of my units can wrap around and grab people from behind. And I think the answer is... Actually, maybe not that many. You can definitely get out here and start slaughtering, though. They're bringing in their lords and stuff. That's Ozhag the Slaughterer right there. I'll show him what slaughter... Yep, that's good. That's way to English that. I'll show him what slaughter. Let's focus the ranged attacks, or the artillery attacks a little bit here. Focus on what actually matters. That's a unit of Black Orcs. That actually matters. Where's the organ gun? Organ guns. Kill that. I don't know that they're going to be able to... Can they fire over... I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm actually going to just put them in fire at will mode. Just do your best. Just try. I don't know, man. This grudge thrower can turn around and probably just like open fire. I know that they're still trying to get in position because they're the ones who are all goofy-footed. Oh, wait a second. What is this nonsense now? They're coming back. You know what? I'm not too worried. We did kill one of the catapults, by the way. Okay, where's the other... Oh, the other gyrocopter's just in the formation a little bit. We'll just get behind and we'll fire down into the enemies from behind. I want to stay away from their ranged for the moment, but once their actual melee have hit us and are, like, really committed, we'll fly over top and drop bombs. Drop giant bombs. Alright, I'm gonna reform this a little bit too. It turns out we probably don't need to guard the entire back line because goblins are cowards and they don't want to come fight us anyway. Alright, let's focus. Let's get back in here and run it in real time a little bit.
Slayers! Hello! Through! Vengeance! Down! Attack the earth! Down!
Oh, look at this cowardice.
Nothing can stop us! Take him down!
I'm gonna go harass archers.
Nothing can stop us!
This is happening and it is unfortunate, but like, we're all good at resisting range damage. We'll be fine.
Charge!
So yeah, we'll make their archers either have to turn away from the melee or get shot in the back by the gyrocopters. This should be pretty effective. Actually,
We go!
this is... they're not quite deep enough for me to want to drop bombs over here. This is where you want to do it. Alright, are my lords doing stuff? Ungrim Iron Fist has been jumped directly by this goblin big boss. Let's rally everybody up and just murder the heck out of this guy. Like, really let him have it. They have a couple of goblin big bosses and then Ozhag over here all by his lonesome, running in to fight some dwarf warriors. Good luck. Oh no, there's a Longbeards at least. Good luck, Longbeards. That guy's probably gonna murder a lot of you. It looks to me like their cavalry is committing pretty deep here, so I think we can probably start running Slayers out. I don't want to leave the catapults completely undefended, so we're going to keep moving dudes over to cover the space. Because I know as soon as I do, right, we've seen that a number of times, as soon as I really commit my Slayers all the way, the cavalry will wise up and do the right thing. Because they have good attentiveness. Oath and Steel. Those are just Night Goblins. Let's do the magic on the Black Orcs. Oh yeah, 22% damage resistance for everybody. Get there. Get on it. Do it. I guess we'll wrap you guys this way? Okay. On the whole, things are going, like, pretty well. Alright, start wrapping them up.
Nothing can stop us! Move now!
Victory's in our grasp already, huh?
Gyrocopter! They have wronged us!
It turns out everyone has always wronged us.
On the
That's
way!
kind of a dwarf's thing. Alright, let's fly through here and drop some bombs. The bombs seem to be, like, crazy effective. This is going to do a lot of damage.
Yes, Lord! Nothing can stop
Jesus, look at that.
us! No!
That's not fair. I shouldn't be allowed to do that. It feels like poor sportsmanship, frankly. Are you guys actually fighting them? Or you guys are fighting. That's right. You guys are doing this thing. All right, I want to get the other dudes because I want bombs. Again, I want more bombs. Over here, maybe? This unit of Longbeards that is all wrapped around the backside of those guys. I guess I want to be probably a little bit more careful than that. I could come over here and try to blow up some cavalry. My suspicion is they're going to run as we approach, though. You know what? This unit should go and harass cavalry. We still have 2 units of ranged missiles, and I did not find that that went super well at the beginning of the battle. You could have some people turn around. Ugh, this guy is, like, all up in my business. Also, who's fighting Ozhag? Where's Ozhag is... Huh. I don't know what he's doing. He's pep-talking those goblins or something. Yeah, I don't really know that there's anything you could be doing that's super, like, a huge amount more effective than what you're doing now. Never mind. Because I really don't want to bomb my own dudes, if I can avoid it. I guess we could take care of these Black Orcs. The Black Orcs are actually doing a lot of damage. We can put some fire into their backside.
Shoot the Wazax!
Yeah, shoot the Wazax. I don't even know what Wazak really means. I know it's a bad thing. You don't want to be a Wazak.
Dive bomb!
Yeah, we got a lot of enemies just like eating flamethrowers from various directions. Oh, some fanatics there.
Attack!
Let me get some thunder support over here. We got a nice wide exposed flank. I think that should be workable.
Obey me!
Try to get rid of these guys.
Yes! begin!
I'm just kind of standing here and taking the ranged fire in the front, but I suppose we could be wrapping up on these guys.
Nothing can stop.
We take less damage when being shot in the front because the Slayers have that whirling axes trait that makes their axes behave like shields.
Let the vengeance begin!
I guess this is a good time to come over here and let's see if we can at least run them off the side.
Charge!
So we want to approach from this side. Never mind, they're all breaking.
Get them!
Well, get them anyway. One final goblobber projectile. Oh, I didn't even actually hit. Well, that was easy enough. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that we would have taken a lot more losses if I had auto-resolved, because my experience with auto-resolve, it's not like auto-resolve is just bad. It does seem to favor the AI a little bit. But it also significantly advantages certain kinds of troops, and in my experience, it particularly gives advantage to foot-ranged and cavalry ranged, not so much artillery. So units or forces that have archers, and especially like chariot archers, seem to do really well in auto-resolve. And as it was here, his archers, his 2 units of ranged archers combined got 40 kills. That number would have been a lot higher in auto-resolve. And also, we may well have lost an artillery piece or 2. Although, as it is, I may have lost an artillery piece in that army anyway. Now, let's take this over. Do we have sappers on everybody? Because we totally should, right? Sappers are quite good. Enemy siege holdout time has not been super relevant this game, but it is a big deal. Alright, so we have Carrick Peaks. You know what we need to do here is we need to go back and clean up Black Iron Mine. Is this... looks like the path is through here. Yeah, this forest is impassable. Okay, so we need to... honestly, it's a small settlement with no real garrison. This guy can handle that.
Casting the runes.
And he still has movement left. Taking the settlement obviously wiped out Ogrims. Okay, what am I doing with all my money? I have so much money. Valaya's Sorrow... I wonder how much orc... Yeah, look at that. This is what I was about to say. I wonder how much orc territory is left since we saw that sandstorm. Khemri is approaching. They're getting really squeezed. We might actually be able to completely remove them from the Badlands. Badlands? Badlands. So, yeah, we gotta press southwards. So Valaya's Sorrow's not really going to be in danger then, because our army is going to be between their armies and Valaya's Sorrow. So I don't really need to build walls, probably. I guess this region doesn't have a refectory yet. That's probably a worthwhile thing. We're getting close to 300 Oath Gold again, so you got to think about that, what we would like to build with that. Right, we're saving population, and saving population. Getting close, though. What does this actually do? Plus income from all buildings in this province includes a gold mine, and then obviously... income from trade's pretty good. 4,500 gold for an extra 5% on 3,700 gold worth of income, and then also trade upgrades. That's actually probably worth doing. We should probably try to build some more of those buildings. What do we get from upgrading this? It goes from 400 to 600. For only 3,200, it pays itself off in 16 turns. Yeah, okay. We are not spending population there. Here, what do we get out of upgrading this? Even more Oath Gold. The thing is, I think the Silver Road is turning into not a place that we want to recruit stuff, really, so I guess I'm not really that concerned about these. We can make these upgrades. Yeah, upgrade money-making structures, but I think, again, we're saving population. We're actually only 12 turns off of having enough population to cap this building. So that's a big deal. Was that... was that a quest objective? Or somewhere, for some reason, I know I wanted that done. It's not part of our objectives, we just have to complete the Great Slayer Shrine. Was it a chapter objective? I'm sure I saw it somewhere. Ensure that the following building has been constructed. The Brightstone Mine and the Throne Hall of the High King. Is that? No, it's not. In fact, where the heck is the Throne Hall of the High King? Because this is where I would expect it to be. Oh, it's one of these landmarks, right? Okay. This must be what I was thinking of. It's a pretty good building. Plus 5% tax rate faction-wide. It's real good. Okay. So yeah, I guess we're just waiting there. Is there any place else that I like really want to spend population? Not here. Probably not here. What's their face? Estalia or Tilia, whichever one. That one's Tilia. They're going to keep us safe here, so I probably don't have to worry too much about other wall upgrades. I think things are going really well. And yes, I'm aware, the jinxing. I'm doing the jinxing, but... Come on. I don't believe in that. Do you believe in that? These armies are still in kind of like not great shape.
For the wisdom of Valea.
You have some movement left. Do I want to just get like really aggressive on them? How many armies do I think they have right now? I'm a little out of touch with the state of the game here. Vampire counts. Okay. I think they have one army then. Also, are we trading with everybody we should be trading with? Yep. Doing our best. Yeah, okay. Probably we should stick these two together, I guess. Guthrie Grundodrak is in a place where he could totally get picked off by a full stack, so... We're getting there. We still have this grudge. Oh yeah, we still have this guy. This guy's actually in the water now. Okay, cool. So we'll be able to meet with some of the southern factions, and the Tomb Kings should be pretty eager to trade with us, I think. It's even more money. Clan Engrun's not really looking very powerful. Should we confederate them? They might be willing to confederate again. They have quite a bit of territory. Although a lot of it's territory that I don't particularly think is valuable. A lot of, like, human flatland territory. Still, if it's already built up... Yeah, okay, we'll examine that situation next turn. We'll see if they're willing and if they are a worthy addition. And they've successfully scouted the ruins. You know, I'm just happy their agents are doing effectively nothing. Instead of, like, assassinating my characters and stuff. Oh no! Not steal technology. I remember the greenskin tech tree being pretty small. I'd be surprised if they weren't pretty much done with it. Bretonia has devoured Carcassonne, which is annoying, because we had 2 trade agreements where now we only have 1.
So I won't pretend otherwise. Now spit out your proposal.
They would like peace. Well, they're still at war with Kislev. I don't think we really get anything out of peace with them, and I think Kislev won't like it if we sign a treaty, so... Like, what, are they going to march an army all the way down to, like, Carrick Cadron? We do need to march north, though. Hopefully we can get this vampire nonsense cleaned up soon so that we can go and fight Norskins. Because the Norskins have some really weird units. Some cool stuff that I'm eager to get into battle with. I definitely want to have Giant Slayers by then. Aldebrand Ludenhof. The only person you're at war with is a person that I do have to destroy. But I don't know that there's really, like, a lot of benefit in a defensive alliance here. And if the Empire decides that he needs that territory or whatever, I don't want to come into conflict with anybody that I actually care about. Also, none of that noise. So it seems like Kislev's doing well again. They're not quite as strong as we are, but we have quite a few armies at this point. They do have a lot of agents. So I'm hoping we can run an army to the north. You know what? For most dwarves, that northern territory is probably pretty bad, but one of the campaign effects of playing as Carrick Cadron, is that frozen is considered to be a suitable climate for us, so we might actually be able to comfortably inhabit some amount of Norska. I don't know if it'll actually be valuable to have. It's probably mostly just, like, garbage tent cities on a frozen plain, but we can at least have a look. Also, man, I forgot. Plus 10 speed for all infantry is part of our faction. Imagine how slow our units would be if we were the other dwarves. Alright, the manlings of Sigmar come pleading to us once again. They have witnessed our devastating flame weapons, etc. So I can say no, don't give them the thing, just to spite them, or I cannot do that. Using Grombrindle, win 2 battles against Norska. And also, at the end, I should probably be reading the quest text. So this is the quest for the Great Book of Grudges, actually. Have a trade income of at least 2,000. Yeah, I've done alright on that. The Great Book of Grudges groans under the weight of the outrages, injustices that fill its many, many pages. High King Thorgrim spends many hours brooding over the tome and planning the means to exact payment in full for every grievance recorded therein. When the weight of his fury becomes too great to bear, he often descends to the vaults to seek solace among the riches heaped there. But gold itself presents another means to achieve vengeance, and as such a king can never have enough of it. Thorgrim is determined to fill the vaults to bursting, and then to delve new vaults and fill them with the treasure which will fuel his plans for ultimate vengeance, and enable him to strike out every grudge within the book. So yeah, we did that, like, by a lot. We are extremely paid. Technology, been stolen, yeah, we saw a lot of this stuff happen. Okay, now move a character to Eastern Sylvania. Well, that should be easy. The workshops of the hold blaze with light from the incandescent forges, and they, I assume, ring with the hammers of the smiths who work there day and night. A tide of goods flow in to flood the deep vaults. Once more, Everpeak is the nexus of a mighty trade empire. Yet still grit fouls the cogs of this mighty machine, and daily Thorgrim must scratch out new grudges in the Great Book. Old enemies prey upon the trade caravans, butchering traders and plundering their wealth. Of late, no caravan has made it through the ill-omened province of Sylvania. It seems unlikely to me. Whilst it's true that there are other routes into the Empire, the Sylvanian route offers certain advantages, and besides, there are fresh scores to be settled. First things first, Thorgrim needs to know what he's up against. He summons a Thane and orders him to reconnoiter the area. This text is not reactive, clearly. So what was that other quest, this one? The Norse dwarves of Krakadrak are in peril, and Grombrindle feels their need, as he does the needs of all Dowie. Eschewing his favored method of traveling incognito, the White Dwarf gathers a throng and heads north to help his Norse kin, even as Great King Thorgard Cromson seals the hold and prepares for war, also not exactly up to date with the state of the world. The White Dwarf despises Erks, but reserves a special hatred for the forces of chaos, for it was the ruinous powers that took his kin and liege Grimnir away. The revered ancestor was last seen millennia ago, wandering into the Chaos Wastes. Before marching north, Grombrindle sets his rune axe on an oath stone and pledges to slay many servants of the dark gods on this latest of great labors. Only when the tally has been reached will the runes in the mighty axehead glow once more. The White Dwarf sets about this task immediately by hunting down and slaying as many of the Chaos Filth as he can find. So we already have a quest for him where he's got to slay greenskins, right? We should probably try to do that first. He needs to go west. We're going to run out of greenskins before we run out of Norskins, I think. We still need to move somebody to Zoishank, which is... Okay, Norska. Sure, well, we're going to do that. Oh, it looks like Norska's doing a good job, though. They're pushed into the Tower of Krak already. The Varg are still around. So there's a bunch of Norskin factions. There's the main one that's called Norska, headed by Wulfric the Wanderer, and Wintertooth under the control of Throg? Some kind of troll king. I think his name is Throg. Those are the two dangerous ones, because those are the two Legendary Lord playable factions. And then there's a bunch of minor Norskin factions, which mostly look to have been destroyed, except for the Varg, who always get powerful really quickly. If we're lucky, the Varg will be at war with the other Norskins. They all hate each other, so we might be able to take advantage of some internal strife there. For now, I guess let's hold on. Ungrim Iron Fist. His army's pretty much back in full health. It's good to have all that replenishment. What are we going to do with him now? He's finished off the yellow skills that I think are really valuable. He probably doesn't end up fighting Chaos or Norska very much, so I think Demon Slayer might not be that useful. He's going to be down south, so... Armor and missile damage for gyrocopters and bombers. You know what? I'm so in love with gyrocopters and bombers, I'm wondering if this is what we should do with our skill points. We're going to get 4 more in total. Sorry, 3 more plus the one we have now. So I could get like 6 armor and then 15% weapon strength when fighting greenskins. The thing is, I don't know that his weapon strength needs to be much higher. He's already killing stuff so quickly. I'm not sure that we really get a lot of benefit from this. Maybe it really is just like stats for gyrocopters and bombers, because I think they're amazing. Or missile damage and ammunition up for Iron Drakes, cannons, flame cannons, and organ guns. We don't have any flame cannons yet. That's certainly interesting. But like maybe it's 3 points here and another point here, which takes us to plus 12, plus 7. That's not bad. Yeah, let's start picking up. We don't really need the armor on the gyrocopters that badly, but I want that missile damage. And he should just keep marching, right? We can head over toward the Crooked Fang Fort. Dringo Rakaz, Karak Azgal. How many settlements do the greenskins have left? Where are we at here? Greenskins, here we go. 28! Oh my! And he is strength rank 4 right now. Holy crap. Wait, I mean, you gotta remember, he took over all of Skarsnik's stuff, so a lot of his settlements are this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16, which we're going to deal with soon. Maybe this turn. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So we can see almost all of them. And this area is his color, so he has more stuff to the south. So we know, I mean, we know where he is. When I saw 28, the first thing I was thinking was, oh no, he's got a whole region I don't know about yet. But he's actually got quite a lot of active armies, so we should probably be careful about diving into the darkness, especially in a way that won't allow us to retreat.
I am the Slayer King.
Especially with me having split our force off.
If you say so, beardling.
Let's see, we're still replenishing, so I'm going to walk right up to the edge of our territory here. And then, can I recruit here? Yeah, we got buildings. Okay, still 5 turns on that, so we probably just want to make this a full army if it's going to be running off by itself. You grab some more Slayers. Well, yeah, we need melee troops that do damage, basically, I think.
It's as good as done.
Let's take 1 more unit of Longbeards with him. Alright, and next turn this army will be full health, 19 units, easily take Black Iron, and then probably Karak Azul right after. I'm a little worried about, like, if I were to underway stance over to the Crooked Fang Fort, which we totally can do, I'm a little worried there might be, like, 2 orc armies right here. We haven't seen Grimgor Ironhide in a little bit. I think he's up north, though. Oh, hey, speaking of up north, I was going to do a thing.
Grudge bearer. What brings you before the heir of Lund?
He will consider confederating. Let's analyze his territory real quick here. So Karak Izor and Karak Bufdar are part of... they're part of a region that I think we have to own. Oops, that's the wrong button. This is the button I wanted. I guess we don't have to own the region. The vaults. Actually not on my list. What I was going to say is we don't actually have to own the region. We just have to be militarily allied with those who do. But it turns out this region is just not one we care about. Weird. There is a strategic location here for us. He has Zvorak. He has Matorka, which I guess would incentivize us to take Eckendorf to complete it. Honestly, his territory is just not that valuable. I'd like to have Belagar himself, but his lands are crummy. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. He's doing a fine job of being a distraction.
The High King acts.
We push... Okay, we can take this out.
Attack. Drag them.
We definitely took way more damage there than we should have, I think, but it's fine. I don't think we're going to be in a lot of trouble here. So if I take Migdal von Galbarak, then I have one part of this province, while Clan Angren has another, and Karak Hearn has the third. Do I actually want to do that? I think for right now, let's just sack it.
Declare war on them.
He's really good at sacking stuff. Obsidian lodestone is like whatever. Oh, he's not the one who leveled up. It's this guy. So we're close to extra powder. I don't think defensive coordinator is good at all. Just reload time reduction for towers. That seems terrible. His leadership aura size isn't really that big of a deal either. I mean, a little bit of movement speed for missile units. It's like, I guess this is the best of the points we have remaining. We just need to get one more point in so that we can take extra powder. And then
Retake the realms.
I can, I guess, just hang out here. I was going to say we could step back over the border and heal up a little bit. Oh, I have 50% replenishment left. No, I don't. I have 45. So I was going to say I could go into encampment stance. But nope, I guess we're just going to sit here and wait until next turn when we burn that down properly. I'll let other people worry about holding that. Wait a minute. Before I go and say that, the Black Mountains, is this on my list? It is not. Okay, I don't care about this mountain range. Yeah, in that case, I'll just burn this, and whoever wants to take it can take it.
The dwarfs need me.
Alright, we need to march on the moot.
Onward.
Can't let them build up.
Be about this. One flag.
And as much of a bummer as this is, we definitely have to manual this battle that I'm about to do, because...
Wazak.
What?
Kazak.
Get in there and start a fight. Yeah, we definitely have to manual this battle, even though there's no chance of this going poorly, because it will absolutely kill every one of my units who is low. Armor-piercing damage on you. Yeah, that's another thing about the auto-resolve, is it really loves to kill units that are low on health, even if those units shouldn't necessarily be involved in the battle in any way. So we get to kill Helm and Gorst again, which is fun, I guess. Oh, you know what? I did it again. Should have had the other unit, or the other army, engage the battle so that they could get the trait for defeating Helm and Gorst. Although they might already have it. We've killed him a lot. Like a whole lot. Then once we take this, I'm still considering actually taking this one. I don't really want to hold crummy territory, but it does give us access to wine. We're trading for wine right now, but that's not super reliable, you know. Allies lose territory and have their trade routes with you break up all the time. Actually, I guess what we should probably do is let's put the cannons on this face of the hill. Organ guns below them. Catapults behind them. And then, yeah, just like other stuff nearby. All of the really damaged units in the back. Remember, they do have bats, so we have to be wary of the bats. Okay, I'm not too worried about this, obviously. Rumbrindle, stand here. Slayers, I guess, whatever. A lot of this damage is going to be done before they actually reach us, is obviously what I'm thinking. Although I am set up kind of not optimally. Cannon fire to these bats. I don't know, I guess. Let's have the catapult focus on the crypt ghouls. One of the cannons also focus on the crypt ghouls. We don't really need to shoot the zombies. Alright, we have reinforcements coming in. I'm not too worried about most of them, but I do want to make sure that the siege weapons get up into position relatively quickly. And then, like, the rest of you guys, honestly, just run forward. Just be over here. Because again, like, it matters that we try to minimize damage, at least a little bit. We want to be able to keep marching. We don't want to have to go back and rebuild. Alright, turn it open. There's not really anything here that's dangerous aside from the crypt ghouls. The bats will get some kills and we probably can't prevent that from happening, but also I kind of don't care. The bats just don't really do that much damage. And as soon as they get in range of our quarrelers and stuff, we're going to see some bats die very quickly. I really like organ guns. Oh, did I tell you to... Please don't do that. I must have told you to do that, but please don't do that. Alright, let's grab you and you and you and you, and actually all of you. You guys are now a command group. Kill these fellbats. Sorry, you guys also kill these fellbats. Everybody kill these fellbats. And we're going to see them come... They're just going to go to pieces pretty quickly here. Gunfire, not great for bats either, it turns out. These crypt ghouls are basically dead already. I'm just going to have Grombrindle run directly at Helmengorst. Let's see how long he lasts over there. All of you guys... Sorry, I just meant run over here in general. I'm going to keep the really low health dudes back, and the organ gun should probably stop moving. Just fire at will. You're in a good spot. You got range. Do it. As soon as those bats are actually dead, we're going to turn all the quarrelers around. Sorry, did those bats land on Grombrindle? That seems like suicide. I mean, I guess they're keeping me from attacking Helmengorst. That's something. Low health slayers should probably not get directly involved in combat with a vampire. That seems like a bad move for them. Alright, do your thing. Get in there. I guess shoot at Helmengorst? Like, we're pretty much done with the rest of them. Yeah, there aren't any other enemies left, so... Everybody get these vampires. And also Helmengorst. I guess he's just a dude. I think he's like a, you know, he's a magic ominous dude who was executed. He was hanged, but then it didn't take, or what, you know. There's some weird lore stuff. Yeah, this is over. Okay, that was relatively painless. Vampires can be scary. It's nice to have the vampire not actually reach our line until the battle's pretty much over. Because vampires couldn't really do a lot of damage in melee. We lost 37 and also 37. Pretty minor. And all of these units that are mostly, but not entirely dead, will get a chance to replenish. So if we take this territory, if we do decide to take the wine place that I've already forgotten the name of, and also the mood here, does it make sense for us to fill in the rest of the territory? Part of the reason I was just burning stuff and leaving it was I wanted the Empire provinces to come and fill it in. But I don't want my country divided in half, especially, you know, if it should happen that the Empire provinces get some kind of weird idea in their head and think that maybe they can take territory from me. If you have a lot of undefended territory, it does happen sometimes. So do I want to take this or just burn it? I kind of want to sack it, but I also don't want to be in this territory any longer than I have to be. Let's just burn it. Okay, apparently I executed captives after the battle. Oh, hey! Raising that territory actually seems to have cleansed the area of its vampiric corruption pretty seriously. We're no longer taking attrition. That's pretty handy. Alright, do you have any more blue line stuff? You do. This is very good. And then, yeah, we'll get White Dwarf's Call as well. Eagerkin, I'm less concerned about. Recruitment cost is not really a big deal. So yeah, maybe we'll actually upgrade his red or yellow lines after that. What was I going to do with you? Well, he could be another Blue Line Lord. He doesn't really need to be. We don't really need the Oath of Forging. I have plenty of Oath Gold. Maybe we just make him a fighter? We already have Grombrindal on this side, though, as a Lord Sniper. Maybe this guy should be like a red line guy. He comes in late as reinforcements, bringing a lot of ranged units a lot, so maybe it's a good idea to go for Tactician. We're sort of past Axe Lord. Alright, it's good to have that Rune Lord actually, like, contributing. How much movement does he have left? Not very much. Okay, they have Wartbad at Averheim still. And here at Averheim, Manfred is building up. We should probably fall back a little bit and replenish. Or even just replenish in place here in encampment mode. Because we're going to have to fight that big vampire army. But we are very close to being done with them. Okay, Oakenhammer. We're saving population to upgrade Jufbar. Here, we did finish upgrading that gold mine. Yeah, like a lot of places, just a matter of waiting now. Also, man, we have a lot of money. Actually, maybe I should focus on... We have so much time left, although at only 8, it's going to go from 141 to 149. This might not even actually take a turn off. Although, it's also, we're not just trying to get this point of population, we then have to get 4 more points of population for Mount Squighorn and the Pillars. So yeah, that's probably fine. Yep, here we're going to be saving up for a while. I should probably just click through these at the end of the turn. We are 12 points off of, or 12 turns off of being able to cap out Peak Pass. Or actually even just Carrick Cadron. It has been 98 turns. We've had this since turn 1. Ugh. Growth is terrible for dwarves. Alright, so what are we going to do with you? Now that we know that we have no other really pressing things. His army's almost at full. And if I'm not going to march forward, then I should at the very least do a quest battle. Let's do a quest battle. I want a thing. Is this axe good? Yeah, this is a pretty good axe. Plus 32 bonus versus large. Man, maybe he does need to go north. Yeah, alright, let's do this. What is it against? A bunch of chaos dudes. His army's a lot more reasonable than it used to be. We still have some dwarf warriors. You know what, maybe we should take a turn here to fix his army a little bit. So let's boot these warriors. We maybe have too many units of slayers? Oh, local recruitment in this area is already being used. Well, we could pull some giant slayers over the global. Doesn't take too long. Let's look at that army again. They have some horses and some chaos spawn. So somebody with anti-large isn't bad. How does the normal slayer compare to a giant slayer, really? Normal slayers have slightly more melee defense, slightly more weapon strength. Giant Slayers have a lot more armor-piercing damage. Also, look at the size of that bonus versus large. Holy crap. Only 16 of your damage is armor-piercing. So actually, Giant Slayers should be really good against Chaos, because they're all pretty big and heavy. But, focus SB, you need... you need meat. You need somebody to stand and take the hit. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to kick some normal Slayers out of the army, too.
To die in battle.
Let's kick 3 units of Slayers out of the army.
Yes.
Replace them with 3 units of Giant Slayers coming in over global.
Blood.
And then also we need to... So that'll leave me with 6 units of Slayers and 5 units of tough guys who just stand and take the hits, plus these 2. I'm a little worried that maybe that's too little, and maybe we should kick out another unit of Slayers to bring in more Longbeards. Because as it is right now, we can do this. Then this army just doesn't do anything for 2 turns. That's probably fine. I'm thinking maybe I want to kick out another unit of Slayers for another unit of Longbeards. We still have very basic artillery and stuff. Quarrelers are not totally ideal here, but these are, like, max rank. They have a lot of points of stats. Yeah, let's drop one more unit of Slayers for another Longbeard. Okay, so in 2 turns we're ready to, like, roll south or get a quest going or something. You're ready to move up. I think this is the right way to do this. So have all of our forces... Oh, we should go grab that lord who's out in the water and start moving him around manually now. So we probably just want to go south as fast as possible, pretty much. We need to encounter the ports along this this coast. Have we formally met these guys yet? No, we have not. Okay. So we need to get close enough to Gorgazon to make contact. And then we just need to scoot along the coast here, meeting all of the other Khemri factions. Yes. Oh, we have to move a character to Eastern Sylvania. Do I have any hero recruitment available? I probably do, right? Yeah, I'm not at my cap for almost anything, which we should fix. What do the slots in these armies look like? You have a Thane. No, sorry, you have a Runesmith.
How can I help?
You don't. So we should recruit a Runesmith at the very least. It would be nice if there was one of these in each army. Speed and combat penalties caused by terrain are ignored by this unit. That's kind of cool. Yeah, alright. A fleet-footed Runesmith, which also fixes that. And now win the following battle. The Thane returns and makes his report. A dark cloud has descended over Sylvania, and in the midst of its gloom he found several sacked caravans, surrounded with the broken detritus of a desperate fight. Though there were no corpses, a freezing dread pervaded the area. As he picked through the remnants, the Thane was disturbed by a moaning sound, and was horrified when shambling figures emerged from the fog. The dead walked Sylvania's benighted land once more. Cutting a path out, the warrior made his escape. In the sickly moonlight, he passed bands of the undead, all of them lurching northwards toward the vile fog-enshrouded marshes of Helfen. Sprinkling sand on the fresh ink with which he has recorded all of this, Thorgrim slammed shut the Book of Grudges, ordering the horns to be sounded and the throng armed. Evil stalks Sylvania once more, and the axes of the dwarves will oppose it, and as of old, they will face it at Helfen. Again, not super reactive to the way things have gone in Sylvania. Upkeep down for his army. Attack. Oh, this is not... Okay, it has a passive effect that increases everybody nearby's melee attack by 9. That's fine, I guess. This is not like a super good one. This army of the dead is honestly not very impressive. Absolutely beatable. What state is Thorgrim's army in right now? I guess they're pretty damaged, right? Because we just did an auto-resolve.
Good.
Okay, this army is totally capable of winning that battle, though, so we just need to finish off Migdal von Galbarak, move back to Carrick Dromar for replenishment, and then we can take that quest battle on. So actually, we're looking at a couple of quest battles, maybe like a whole bunch of quest battles over the next few episodes. And it looks like we've dealt with everything here. Do we want to hire any more lords? I do think it's a good idea to have a Master Engineer in each army, probably, because Master Engineers seem really good. So why don't we recruit a couple more Master Engineer heroes? I'm probably saying Lord a lot, but you know I mean hero. This is probably not going to be terribly relevant, so you. Okri. Cousin Okri! Hey look, we found him! This is probably not the right Okri. Okri's probably like John for dwarves. Alright, let's play another turn here, and then I think we can call it for the day. This has been a productive episode so far, though. Larg's Hogmog. Alright, cool. Okay, good. He did fill Akendorf. That makes me feel good. That means that, what's-his-face? Belagar's force. The name of them was at the top of the screen as I was saying that, and I just couldn't be bothered to read it. Clan Angrund is actually filling in territory, so that's good for us. They get all the headaches of managing that nonsense. They have failed to block us. Not that it would have mattered much, because we're just going to raise Migdal von Galbarak, which is going to cost all of our movement anyway. Jenkins Ironjaw. There are orcs named Jenkins? That seems very strange to me. Don't you dare... Okay, assault units, that would have been fine. I was worried that he was going to hinder replenishment, which would have been a real annoying thing for him to do in this situation. I actually don't know which... Do vampires hinder replenishment? I don't know which vampire counts agent does what. Norska and Wintertooth are both considerably weaker than us, which bodes well for our turn to the north, but obviously we gotta finish off the vampires before we are concerned with that. Averheim and Wertbad's pretty much all they have left, right? And then we still have to worry about the von Karsteins to the west, but we have to kill all of the, or we have to take over all those mountain provinces over there anyway.
Before you
Nope, absolutely not. Did he just curse my rot? You gotta look in a mirror, buddy. I know you were supposed to have been mummified and everything, but I got bad news for you. It didn't take. I like the fact that Tilia and Astalia both seem to be pretty strong. I suspect that even if the greenskins that are massing up over here did make some progress against us, they would be hard-pressed to advance very far. Why did the camera suddenly jump down to here? What is going on? That was weird. Was there some kind of error and the camera jumped to the origin of the map, maybe? It might be bottom left corner 00? Maybe. Now, it looks like the sandstorm came to an end. So I can't remember exactly how the sandstorm thing works. It's once you have one of the books, I think. Conquering a territory, or conquering a settlement makes there be a sandstorm. Oh no, the sandstorm's still happening, it's just... So they've probably recently taken Galbaraz. Is this important to us? The Dwarf Realms. Wow. This one's important to everybody. Except not Khemri. Dwarf Realms, Greenskin Tribes, Skaven, Vampire Counts, and the Followers of Nagash. Followers of Nagash are one of the units of the, that's a specific faction within the Tomb Kings. That's the one we don't want to make friends with. So that's weird. It's weird that it is good for the Followers of Nagash, but not the rest of the Tomb Kings. Alright, let's just get close to the coast. I think this should, Yep, there we go. Faction encountered Khemri. He's rooting through this thing despite the fact that he can't search it, which I think is kind of strange. Let's have a chat with the Khemri. Do we have... We might even actually have the ability to run trade to them. Okay, I was hoping that we had an overland route, because we're close to Galbaraz. Oh no, we're still separated by a wall of greenskins. Okay. How do they feel about us? Okay, it's just because we just met. But yeah, we have 41 positive. They like Tilia. They actually also like the greenskins? Really? Well, whatever. Our great power modifier is going to overwhelm the negative from fighting greenskins. So we don't really have an easy fallback position here. We could fall all the way back, right? And then let the vampires maybe come in and fill some of this. Because resettling an area takes a lot of men out of your army, so we could fall back, heal up, and then come back and hit them when they're weak. But, like, what's the replenishment from going into encampment mode look like? It's pretty minor.
Time for a reckoning.
That said, this is what, 32 units? Yeah, but man, it's really slow replenishment. You know what? We'll have Thorgrim come up and help. We can put off his quest battle a little bit. I don't think this should be a problem because they're so weak. Yeah, okay. Way more damage on our quarrelers than ever would have happened. Okay, pick up Despoiler, that's always good.
Send me to vengeance.
And what were we doing with you? I don't even remember. It looks like maybe I was redlining him? Or he was probably already partially redlined before we picked him up, right? I don't know that it's super important to get yellow line skills on him because he's so slow. It's so hard to get him into melee with people. What does this do? It's just personal leadership. It's not even a leadership buff for his team. He's large enough that actually the Rune of Grimnir, like some missile resistance, might be a good idea. And our red line stuff isn't that great. Yeah, I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna go red line. Let's finish up his red line. So yeah, we may just have to go into battle against the vampires with a large number of slightly damaged units.
Can I help you?
Okay, Crag, go take this. This should be another easy auto-resolve. Oh, we have a bunch of stuff here. Somebody can be unbreakable. Probably a couple units of... Oh, Vanguard deployment for... Choppers? They don't naturally have Vanguard, do they? No. That's actually... like kind of an interesting idea. Although they won't be able to hide anywhere, so maybe that's not great. Whatever, it's fine. We can start them in weird positions and annoy the enemy with them. Leadership and armor piercing damage, probably on the more veteran guys, actually. Yeah, honestly, that's not even really that wrong. You can see our siege weapons took damage, which they absolutely would not have. But we are occupying this anyway, so they will have plenty of time to heal up.
What do you want?
Alright, do you have a sapper? You totally don't. You know what? I don't think that this rune is that important. The Unbreakable rune I kind of like. The Standard of Discipline I don't think is important. Let's make sure you have a sapper. The Razor Standard's fine. The Rune of Stoicism is fine. The Slayer Ward is fine. This doesn't really do anything for you. Is there somebody who would be better? No, there is not. Okay. You have this Ranger's Hammer, but I guess we don't have any extra weapons. We have a lot of Lords. Ah, your Dragon Helm's fine, and your Talisman of Protection is also fine. Okay. Master Rune of Oath and Steel, for sure. So Black Iron Mine is in a province that... Okay, that's the first thing in that province we've taken over. Where is Spitepeak? Okay, this is like a weird, extremely vertical province. Okay, well that being the case, I'm going to construct a refectory here, because otherwise this place is going to suffer some very serious public order loss as soon as we leave.
Arcane winds under control.
Thrund Ironbrow needs to embed himself in this army quickly.
Is never done.
I guess Grombrindle needs one too, maybe more. Yeah, go to Grombrindle. Yeah, this army already has one. What am I thinking? And you...
At your service.
Wait, how does this thing work? Artillery and missile infantry. He actually doesn't buff gyrocopters, which seems straight. You would expect an engineer to be like very much into that thing. Okay, yeah, weird. So he probably wants to be in Guthrie's army more than anything. Okay, that seems good. So we have Ungrim is still recruiting, Grombrindle and Guthrie are healing up, Thorgrim did a thing this turn, Crag did a thing this turn, we have a bunch of heroes doing things that the heroes need to do. Okay, I think we are actually good here. Let's real quick page through our settlements just to make sure that there's nothing that actually wants to be upgraded. We could probably pull the Jufbar wall and replace it with a growth building. I think that's probably worth doing. God, we need growth. I'm going to keep the wall around Carrick Dromar for the moment, at least until I feel a little bit more confident about the greenskin situation. I don't want them surprising us with an underway move, you know? Okay, that stuff's all upgrading already. You know, maybe I should pull some stuff here, too. Black Crag probably doesn't need walls anymore. I guess we could still have... Well, we're going to be marching on Carrick Azul. Yeah. Let's pull the wall at the Crag. The wall at the Iron Rock as well? No, let's keep Iron Rock walled. I'm just trying to find places to squeeze growth buildings in. Doc Karaz. Varenka Hills probably doesn't need a wall anymore. I think I want to keep the walls in all the other places, though. This is actually probably worth upgrading, both for the extra trade goods and the extra upkeep reduction for certain types of units. Do I want to drop something from Nasharak's Lair to put in even more growth? We could probably drop this. We have so much public order from so many other things now. Okay. And I guess that's going to be that. So here's where we're going to stop today. Thank you all so very much for watching. Come back next time. I think there's a real good chance that we actually finish off the vampire counts. And then maybe some crazy quest battles. And we'll see you then.